I did my MTech in material science and metallurgy, 71, 73. I believe in my class there were 7 students. Upon graduation, I think one went to IIT Bombay and became the head of the faculty there. I think another one, 2 others went to Australia. One other became the dean in a university down here, and I went to the US. My goal at the time was to use my background to specialize in X-ray crystallography and electron microscopy, because my long-term goal at that time was to go get my doctorate in semiconductors, and I was actually targeting Bell Labs as where I wanted to work and get into research. So my education positioned me very well for that, and I had really good professors. 2 of the the dean at the time was Ramachandran. The other 2 professors I had, Vasudevan and then Raghavan, were subsequent HODs in the department. So I worked under both of them and learned a lot from both of them. It was a very early stage of the department, and so they had fewer resources, fewer labs, and you had to literally wait like in a queue to get the lab time and to get the funding and so on. So, which still was a great experience, and helped me position myself for the future. Came back 50 years later, and I went and I met the HOD, and he talked about the department. Then we went around, and I saw the labs, and I saw the facilities. And what struck me as very different is almost every professor now has his or her own research or lab or facility, which didn't exist then. I also found that there was a lot more space in the department than I saw before, which is good. And I think there's more focus on projects, which I seem to like. So I think there's been a lot of good progress. I just think the next step is to do more collaboration with real firms, and then do projects that really matter. If it's R&D, it's R&D. If it's okay, incubation, it's incubation. But having a relationship with firms and doing stuff that's relevant would be great. One of the things that I'm very high on is for students to take their dissertation, whatever the topics are, and get a company involved. And one of the things I used to do, and which I think would be a good practice for anybody, is to have students work on a project where the final grade is given not just by the professor in charge, but also by your key customer, whether it is the CEO of the company or whatever. Then you're getting into something which also positions the candidate for a good career down in the future. So those are the things I think would be my recommendation.